Hey y'all, back out here in the woods. I actually came out here to cut some firewood, but since I was here I thought I would check some of my mushroom spots, check my shiitake logs, found some there, and came back to this tree, this oak tree. This tree right here, this is a red oak of some kind. I don't know exactly which kind. Huge tree, no telling how old, and I've come back to this tree over and over for probably the last 3 years now, and sometimes even twice a year I've found these chicken of the woods at the base. But this one right here that I'm about to show you, this is the biggest one that I've ever found. Now it's probably not the biggest chicken of the woods I've ever found exactly, but of this kind. There's two kinds of chickens that I know about that I find. One of them is the sulphurus and the other one's the cincinnatus. And this is a cincinnatus, and this is really my favorite one. Like, by far it's my favorite. The flavor's better. I've talked about this before, but it's got these fin shaped leaves, and it's just a really great mushroom. And this sucker, that's my hand, this thing is huge. So let's cut it. I need a bigger knife, actually, but this is what I had. It'll have to do. I'm trying not to mess this guy up as best as I can. This is huge, and this is, I'm looking at it, it's in perfect shape. There's no bug holes really in it. It has some debris like the leaves and stuff grown into it. There's a stick. We'll get a close up here in a second, but this is enormous. Oh, here it is. Chicken of the woods. This is the cincinnatus. Since I've got such a good specimen here, I want to talk about it a little more in detail. This is a tree that it came from, like I said. Something to notice about this as opposed to the cincinnatus, this one, as opposed to the sulphurus. You saw that this was growing out of the ground. It actually wasn't growing out of the ground. There's some rotten wood or maybe a tree root. So this one was growing out from the tree, as opposed to, say, the sulphurus would be on the log coming out of the wood itself. So if this was the sulphurus, it would be probably up here somewhere coming out of the actual tree. Or most of the time that I find the sulphurus, it's on a dead tree that's laying over and it's sticking out off the side of the log. From this tree, I'm pretty sure it's parasitizing this tree, and so it'll take it years and years to kill the oak tree. And so every year, if somebody will come back and check this, they could find stuff like this. Now usually what I've found, and I've got videos of this, I've usually found two large ones, but they weren't near this big. This time I found this one big one, and I want to see if I can get some good color here. It's not as bright orange as the sulphurus. On top, it's more of a cream orange color, and it's got these white tips on the edge. I think the books describe it as a salmon color. And yeah, in the underside, there's a lot of leaf litter there, but it's white. It's not bright yellow. The sulphurus is like this really bright neon yellow. Yeah, beautiful specimen. Look at that bright yellow underside. sulphurus. But I like to eat these better. I think they do have better flavor. I definitely like the way they have these thinner leaves. The sulphurus tends to be really thick. And like I said, this is pretty cool. Not only that it's so big and pretty, but the fact that you can come back here for years and years and get the same mushroom. Yeah, there it is. Biggest chicken in the woods I've ever found. I don't have a tape with me, but this is probably, I don't know, you see my head, but it's probably about 18 inches across, maybe bigger, maybe closer to 24 inches. And then you can just see the layers and layers of mushroom there and white undersides. So, yeah, hope y'all like that. Hope you got some use out of it. Y'all be good. Bye.